Hello folks, what is the crack? Welcome back to Dungeon Clawler, and we are going to try out that level 20. So in my spare time I've been trying to grind up to level 20. So last time we looked right up to level 10, which all enemies start with 1 dodge. Level 11, no longer heal after defeating a boss. 12, transmuting items 200% more expensive. Level 13, 40% more health for enemies. 14, only get 1 perk from the perkomat. 15, less healing potions in Granny's room. 16, all enemies 1 strength at the end of the turn. 17, 30% more positive for health. 18, enemy damage is increased by 30%. 19, you start with 1 melee bomb in your deck. And finally 20, there are now double bosses on later floors. So, it is quite difficult. And it's extremely fun though. You get to put a couple lucky paws on as well. I like to go 2 Clawlers and an Am Bunny, and Dolly has to be my favourite character to try this in. So this, as you can see, that our enemies have a couple of dodges already, and it does get quite difficult if you don't get the right perks pretty quick. So, and as you can see, because of the Anne Bunny's claw or foot, we get double items, which is just huge to start with, because it just means then that we can kind of get ahead of enemies right off the rip. So let's try and get. Oh, that's perfect. It's unfortunate that the ring didn't go down first, but that's alright. That just means now we have 2 extra strength. And poison's also really big for this kind of run. So definitely an okay start. This is where it makes or breaks. I've had to see, like, that's just terrible. There's been a few times where I've had to restart a run just because that first fight that first perk is not useful at all. So I don't anticipate us actually getting through this fight, but we'll give it a whirl and see what happens. So we're gonna just try and get as many offensive items as possible, because I tried to get the ring of strength and it just didn't work out. So let's maybe even just get that a wee bit more exposed. And I was hoping for the double sword, because as you can see as well that Brickwood here he's got some spikes. So, and how does that not collect the ring of strength? Are you having a giraffe here? Like, this is ridiculous. It's this is going to be an interesting one. Hopefully, hopefully we can get both of them. We can indeed, and the strength goes first. Happy days. Because block really doesn't help Dolly, as you guys well know, because blocks is reduced by 50%. So it's just kind of a bit, redundant. So, and we're only on 64 HP because we're dealing so much damage to the enemy and not getting much return. So let's just try and finish it out here. Oh, we got there. We got there. So, collected fluff heals you for 1 HP. Let's try and reroll for a strength. Start each fight with 3 spikes, that's also good. Oh no, additional from the perkomat. That sounds ridiculous, and we would normally never take that on a regular run, but this is not a regular run. The extra choice of a perk in that perkomat is just, it's make or break. Now, it might have been break because we're on 7 HP. So let's try and get, double dose of health potion. Happy days. And let's try and put the kind of Clawlers paws to use. I don't think it's going to work out too well. Oh dear. Double helping of that again. Okay, 32 HP. This is just going to be a bit of touch and go for the first bit, because we haven't quite got our... Oh dear. We haven't quite got our deck the way that we would like it. So we're just gonna do another bit of defense, and oh, that's not ideal at all. That's not gonna get 50. Okay, but that's alright. The enemy didn't hit us for too much, so let's just finish it out right here. I should do it. Yeah, it does indeed. Perfect. So what are we looking? Battle axe, magic wand could be a good one. Pearl's not really useful. Let's go eye patch. I haven't really used too much of it. It's used twice. Picky. Yeah, let's do that, because that'll be more long run as well. Okay, so we're in a good stage here with this enemy. We've managed to get quite a lot of health potions straight off the rip, but I just don't think this runs it. I think we might have to try for a new one, because we're just not doing enough damage and we're just taking too much damage at the same time. So yeah, not ideal, but we'll stick it out and see what happens, because I thought we were actually gonna lose it there on the first turn, but we've managed to stick through it, and we'll just try and get some more strength and some more health. There's not really much we can do other than that. Just try and balance out how much damage we're taking, and there it is. See, debt level 20's no joke. No joke at all. The first, floor maybe is okay, but the rest is just so intense, and if you do not get those perfect perks to start with, you're doomed. So that's all right. We'll try again to try and get Spiky Stressballs. See, this is what I mean. You need to get those perfect items, because straight off the rip you can get those in and they give you 3 damage each, or 3 strength each time, and then you're laughing, because you've got that 6 strength and you can constantly just keep using the harpoon to double it each time. Happy days. I do find that the Spiky Stressballs are a wee bit of a cheat code almost. They are so powerful with Dolly, just because of, see, and 1 strength every time you take damage. This is it. This has to be the run. And this is what the perk amount looks like when you only get 1, which sucks, but we're literally getting all of the best items right off the rip before we even speak to our first our first boss, which is Prickwood here. And so let's have at him, because it should be, we will need to start shredding a load of stuff. So we're gonna need to get, hopefully we'll get the thief perk, which means then that we can which means then that we can just whittle down our deck to basically just a spike ball, because once we upgrade it, it's gonna be huge. Like, look at that, like that was nothing. Shredder coupon, yes please. Do we, no, we'll go to the Perkamat first, and then we'll go to the next shredder. I think, like, we don't even have, we haven't lost any health other than that to ourselves, so yeah, this run definitely has to be it. I feel a lot more confident with it, especially if we get that thief perk, because it means then that every hit that we do, we gain gold, which then also means that we gain health. So now they have changed this, that it is only up to 100 for each time that you get the perk. So nope. So we're still looking for, like, really? I'm gonna take it just because it's there, but like, really? So yeah, we're still looking for like the triples potion, triple strength potion. We're still looking for like another Spiky Stress Ball. You can't have too many of them. We're just looking for items like that. Oh yes, that is what we wanted. We're also looking for the perk, the picky perk, like we had in the last run, and also we're looking for the magic mirror perk. So if you are enjoying this type of content, please let me know down in the comments, and by leaving a like and subscribing as well. And if you think that anybody in your family or friends would like it, please feel free to share with them. It would mean a lot to me. Alright, so we've got Knight Commander of the Order of Defend-A-Lot. So this is where we lost the run last time, and I am extremely confident this time around that we can make short work of this guy, because we're just making we're getting so much strength per spiky ball and per hit that we take, and obviously we're doing a lot of damage to ourselves, which is then scaling up our strength as well. Because like, look at that. Yes, they've blocked themselves with 36 block, but it won't really matter whenever we're just constantly making more and more strength for ourselves. How much do the spikes do? Yeah, nearest damage to 1. Okay, so 5 spikes every time you take damage. Yes. Yes. The poison's good and all, but this is unmatched. Anything else that we would like to get rid of? I would quite like to get rid of as many of these as possible. How many is that? It's only 2. Okay, well, that's fine. We can make do with that for now, because hopefully we should be getting plenty of money and stuff through completing these floors. Okay, so as you can see here, we've made it to one of the boss floors, and there's 2 bosses now instead of 1. Initially when I read it, I thought that it was going to mean that we were fighting 2 bosses at the exact same time, which would have been insane, because like trying to get through one boss sometimes is difficult enough, especially when you've got all these other debuffs going on in the background with the death levels and all that. So yeah, this might be pretty tough, because I've noticed that our health is dwindling quite a bit, even though we've got stuff that is helping us mitigate that. But it just seems to be that they're doing so much more damage than we're able to recuperate back. But our spikes are doing quite a lot of the legwork here, which is quite good. It just means then that we're kind of just doing extra damage for no real reason, just for the sake of doing extra damage, which is absolutely unbelievable for us. It's something that we really would encourage. So we're now going against Goobert, King of the Slimes, and let's just try and make as short work of this guy as possible, because the longer we let this play out, the greater the chance that we lose is. So we're just gonna try our very best to get as many health potions and stuff as possible as well while we can. We need to start looking at upgrading our items as well, and not just shredding them, because if our health potion was better, it would just mean that it would give us more HP, and if our Spiky Stressball was better, it would mean that it would give us more strength and more spikes in the machine. So, but I think we're okay right now. I think we will get through this boss, as long as we can get an offensive item, which we can indeed. Boom. 48. An additional, no, I would quite like, if only, we'll use it twice. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. Okay, we're not seeing many anvils or anything like that, or shredders, so let's just hope that we find one quick, because if we don't find one quick, it's going to be bad news bears, because the rate that the money picks up at now is insane. So we'll just continue to get through these and hopefully find an anvil pretty soon. Okay, so this is our next boss, and we were able to pick up another Spiky Stress Ball on the last floor, and we were also able to pick up the Resilience perk, which just means that we heal 5 health after each fight. So hopefully that should increase our healing capabilities, and it should mitigate a bit more of how much damage the bosses are doing to us as well, because the bosses really just seem to be the only people that we're worrying about at the minute, because they hit hard to start with, and then also they have a lot of HP. So, and the fact that we're doing 2 bosses back to back and we're not healing at all after, because of the death debuffs, it is quite difficult. But by the looks of it, we're making quite short work of them. So let's go to Mothilda here and see what they have to say. So we're going to try and just get as many Spiky Stressballs by themselves to start with, because we've got the Picky perk, and it just should mean that, you know, 1 extra Spiky Stressball is better than not having an extra one. So it just means that we get that extra bit of strength, and we also get those extra bits of Spiky Stressball spikes in the machine as well, so that we have more opportunity to do as much damage to enemies as possible. So let's unfortunately we got a bit of glass for that, so we're only going to be using 2 bits of Spiky Stressball, but that's okay. Let's just try and up our strength. There we go. And free reroll, increase critical hit damage, increase critical hit chance, always a good idea. Let's go to the anvil here, and these are going to be the main things that we're worrying about, because they are going to be the main things that we are able to, you know, that they're going to bring us to victory. Alright, so here we have Melamon. Just before we fought this boss, we were able to pick up the Thief perk, which was really good, which hopefully just means that whenever we attack an enemy, we get gold every time, and that should increase our health until it hits the max of the golden armor, which I think we are currently at 100. Oh no, I was going to say at 183, but we've gone up another bit, so that's okay. There will be a certain stage though where we will hit that cap, which is fine. We'll just hopefully get another run, so that cap extends. So, and then we're back with our good friend Mothilda. Looking great as ever, my friend. Looking great as ever. Let's get this other Spiky Stressball, because we've already got 15 strength right out off the rip, and it just shows how much difference it makes whenever you upgrade your Spiky Stressballs. They really are a run maker or breaker when you're using Dolly, because look at the sheer amount of damage we're doing every single hit. So we've already got 5 spikes every time you take damage. 3 poison will do. We'll do some more spike damage, I think. Do we need anything upgraded? Yes, we'll upgrade that, but we'll get rid of one of these. And the reason that I'm only doing one at a time is because we've only got 1 shredder token. Alright, and now we have got back around to another boss. We were making real short work of all the smaller enemies on the other floors, which is really encouraging to see, and our spikes are just they're going up exponentially. It's actually quite insane how quickly our spikes are going up, and we are looking at the minute to basically get rid of anything that doesn't do damage to us, because if it doesn't do damage to us, it doesn't help us. And look at how quickly that happened there. I also don't know if I had mentioned before, I think there's a bit of a bug going on with the glass in this game. It seems sometimes that it deals damage to me and not the enemy, or sometimes it just deals damage to the enemy and not me, and then sometimes it does both. Because obviously as Dolly, if I take damage, I'm supposed to give that damage to the enemy, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And that's the weird thing about it. It's sometimes, not all the time. So if I find that, you know, it is being a wee bit iffy, I will just shred them out of my out of my deck. Okay, the big one, the big boss. This is hopefully going to go okay. I would hate for us to lose this run right at the finish line here. That also reminds me, if you are also finding that the glass isn't quite working as you would expect it, let me know in the comments below, just to make sure that I'm not just the only one and that I'm not losing my mind. Because it would be lovely to see if you guys are also experiencing some sort of similar issue, and maybe you haven't noticed it, and hopefully, you know, this might, you know, bring it to your attention and show that, you know, it might not be working as anticipated. Oh, we are so close, folks. There we have it. Congrats. You did it. You're damn right I did it. And it's all because of a spiky stress ball. They will, like I said, make or break your run. And that, my friends, was level 20 debt level. Now, if you would like to see me go on to endless mode on this run, please let me know down in them comments below and leave a like in the video. And if you think that somebody would enjoy this in your friends and family, feel free to share it with them. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would mean the world to me as well. And until next time, stay safe, stay well. Bye, bye.